Gender-based violence is a common problem in Nigeria, most especially northern part of Nigeria. Statistics have shown that 30% of young girls and women have experienced sexual abuse and sexual exploitation in this part of the country. Behind me here are women and young girls who are sleeping on the street in Kano State. Armed with babies, child beggars roam the street in search of food and hope. 16-year-old Selma clutches onto her 7-month-old child, sitting quietly in a place that looks more like an incinerator. She only raises her head to look at passers-by and vehicles plying the Daura runabout street in Kano from time to time, helplessly looking for respite, and all she wanted was food for the day from any good Samaritan or predator who might exploit her vulnerable situation and complicate her life further. Like many other girls her age, seen in trance across nooks and corners, either pregnant or nursing a baby, she was a victim of rape, which resulted to a pregnancy and eventually birth of the baby she is now carrying. Living the moment is the goal, as the future holds no promise in the face of the desperate need to survive and not get ravaged by hunger.
He
tried to force me to agree with a false promise that he would marry me, but I kept turning him down. So one day, he poisoned my food, took advantage of me and dumped me in an open field.
According to Selma, who said her dad is late, when she realized she was pregnant, she and her mother made effort to report to Hisbah authorities, but her predator accepted the pregnancy and convinced them that they had no case in Hisbah since he had accepted. But from that moment, he never saw the pregnancy or the baby as his responsibility. No different from Selma, 20-year-old Saadatu, who is pregnant, confirms that she was also given food and drink by her predator, after which made her dozed off for about 2 hours, only to wake up and find herself dumped in Filin Sukwa, a popular field in Kano neighborhood. For her and others, the goal was to get food for the day. This exposes an aspect of child hawkers who eventually become child mothers and are often ignored and rarely discussed, especially the impact on the children, an open wound passed on to the next generation, which eventually affect the larger society. Speaking on the matter, the Kano State Commissioner for Women Affairs, Dr. Zara Muhammad Umar, said, "Violence against persons, most especially women and children, comes in various forms. It is endemic in communities and countries around the world, not only in Kano, as it cuts across class, education, race, age, and religion." She said the Kano State government has approved the establishment of 4 sexual assault referral centers, 1 in each emirate council in the state, and money budgeted are released for that.
Daidai gwargwado muna kokari matuka wurin dakile wannan musiba ta fyaɗe ko wani cin zarafi na ƙaramin yaro duk ta inda ya bullo, kai har mata ma. Alhamdulillah. Ta inda zaka san gwamnatin jihar Kano tana kokari matuka wurin dakile wannan masifa.
We have an ICT center equipped with high-standard equipment, well-trained staff who receive reports on gender-based violence every day from the 44 local government. The Kano State government has approved the establishment of 4 sexual assault referral centers, 1 in each emirate council in the state.
Da manya-manyan wato masu ba da shawarwari ma'aikatanmu kenan kamar social workers da dukkanin masu ruwa da tsaki da lauyoyi da sauransu. The police.
Kano State Coordinator, National Human Rights Commission, Shehu Abdullahi said, "Violence against women and girls is a human rights violation that impacts on and impedes progress in many areas of their lives." Also, the Federation of Women Lawyers in Kano said the culture of silence and stigma have worsened the situation of gender-based violence in the state, thereby calling on the state government to establish special courts for sexual violence cases to enhance the fight against the crime. According to Barrister Umar Suleiman, the Kano State government must domesticate the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015, as the Penal Code of Northern Nigeria alone is not enough to tackle the crisis.
Kano, for example, will adopt the VAP Act
it can amend it, it can put it in a way to suit its own you see cultures and customs, and as well it will bring in more innovations with regards to gender-based violence, because most of the time what we always use is the penal code act, which was amended and it's always used in our high court. So by the domestication of these laws, states, either magistrate courts or state high courts in Kano will have the requisite jurisdiction to now entertain matters that are brought or charged.
According to data from the Kano State Police Command in September, number of sexual harassment cases reported stands at 18%, while in October 8 cases were reported, with 56% decline. But gender-based violence activist Sani Muhammad notes that the situation is shadow that needs all hands on deck to ensure useful laws and policies. Also speaking, Dr. Umar Yahuza, the Kano State Project Coordinator for Accelerating Nutrition Results in Nigeria, pledged to support and include survivors of GBV in the project, most especially pregnant women, nursing mothers, and children under 5 in the state.
You know, our services covered the pregnant woman, lactating mothers, and children under the age of 5. So we have an outreach services specifically designed to tackle the population that are outside of the formal structure, which is the one you are now saying. So you can
survivors for
the survival.
An Islamic cleric who doubles as a community leader, Dr. Ali Yunus urged the community to refrain from being enablers of domestic violence, noting that nowhere in the Holy Quran or Hadith was permission given to men to maltreat their wives. If anything, Islam repeatedly admonishes men to treat women with dignity. According to data from Waraka Sexual Assault Surveillance Center in Kano, from 2018 to 2020, 2,158 cases of sexual gender-based violence have been attended to. These statistics reveal that 84.9% of children in Kano have faced one form of violence or another in childhood before they turn 15 each year. Child mothers are often out of school, raped, or married off early and may have serious health complications from their pregnancy or delivery. The exact numbers are unclear, as girls under 15 are often invisible in the national and global statistics. Their lives remain largely undocumented and therefore overlooked in development policies and programs. Khadija Ishaq Bawas reporting from Kano.